Detecting talk of the day, 4 November, about 10 minutes after 11. We're going to look at this Deus doing this Manticore with 9-inch coils. Wonder how people would think if the XP folks wouldn't have come out with version 1.00, 1.1, and 2.0. Okay, I'm going to look at the Deus 2. Sensitive program, fast, and sensitive FT. Silencer will be at 0 and the sensitive and the fast programs. Speed 2.5, that's all we'll look at. They'll be run on the same frequency channel. The Manticore is going to be looked at. All-terrain low conductors, upper Ferris limits number 8. And we'll look on it, we'll look at speeds 5, 6, and 7. You see those 2 nails there? Look down in there. Now, the nails are here where my hand is, you see? But over here to the left, a little bit left of that knot, is a nickel on edge. Okay? Now, as you get the coil back from the center of that nickel and out here, that's where you're going to get your best detection when there's no iron present, okay? Versus coming over the spine of that nickel. That's a weak signal or a dead spot signal. Alright? Now I got a little coil height management going on here. Now this is the Manticore at upper Ferris limits number 8. There's no tricks in this video, you see it there. Okay, it's windy out here. Now this is speed 5, okay? You hear that? You hear that? Speed 6. You're in a high iron site looking for non-ferrous, the target reads like that, you're probably going to dig it. Speed 7. You hear that, you see that. Now straight over the center we don't get any detection, but when we push that coil out and pull that coil back, we've got detection, we've got ID telling us to dig, okay? Let me turn this camera off. That's not going to move. Let me set this Deus 2 up. Alright. So 0 silencer in the fast, 0 silencer in the sensitive, and I've got the silencer currently in sensitive FT at 2. You see that? All the knots removed. They're all at speed 2.5. This is sensitive FT first. Now, over the center, there's not much there. We're going to push the coil forward. You see that meter? You hear that signal. We're pulling the coil back. You see that meter. That's silencer 2. Alright. While I'm in here, we'll check it at silencer 1. Very robust signal. You see that meter? You hear that signal. 78 to 80 in the meter. We're going out of there. We're in sensitive program. Okay, back here. You see that meter? 8, 9 predominantly in that meter. Now we're pushing the coil out here. You see that meter? 8, 9 in the meter. Fast program. Again, there's no tricks in this video. Knots removed. Silencer at 0. The speed is 2.5. Now remember, I checked that machine at speed 5, 6, and 7. Fast program. Now, FET it is off. You hear that signal? See that number in the meter? 8 and 9 on a sweep. Out here, same thing. You sweep that and you glance at that meter, you've got a lot of times you've got a 7, 8, and 9. Okay? We'll mash the frequency shift up to 6 and fast just to see what happens. 7, 8, and 9. I get a few 80s there occasionally. Okay. Sensitive FT. We'll push it up to frequency channel 6. Silencer number 2. Every sweep of the call, I've got an 81, 84 in a meter back here. 78, 77. Every sweep of the coil. That's silencer 2. So some people may get it in their head with this machine, oh, I'll run fast program and run a 0 silencer and do everything I can do in the sensitive FT program. Is that true or false? Well, this test right here says it's false. All right, because back here, every sweep of the call, I get that nice ID, I get that tone. Here's sensitive program at 0 silencer. I never do see anything in the 70s or 80s. Change the speed in sensitive program to 3. 8. Out here. 8 and 9. Fast program. Speed 3. You see that meter? Now, if you hear a 7, 8, and 9 using the sensitive or the fast program, probably be good for you to rotate. You see that? You see that nickel ID in that window, more or less? Okay? But from this way right here, if you got that, now, something that also could happen to you. Look where I'm getting the signal. So if I walked up and I'm in a hurry, I hear that, oh, I see that 7, 8, or 9, and I get curious, like, oh, well, let's see if that's a non-ferrous target. Well, if you dug a small hole, you might find that nail. And you might get mad, disappointed, and you might say, oh, okay, well, I get that part. Then the next thing you know, you've walked off and the nickel is up here. You see what I'm talking about? So you don't get it right there. You're back here. Same for up here. See what that meter's reading? So you got to be careful. If you rotate, you'll see that. Maybe.